So let's go on to what a lot of the YouTubers want to know, especially all the Tyranid players like myself, and that we actually, evolved on your all of your videos. We always wait for your videos. What's the next, Auxellion video? Are you going to go back to talking about Tyranids?
I tried that on 2 separate occasions. I tried as soon as the Codex came out, and I was playing with like the German or whatever version that was translated for like a month before the Codex came out, and I did a few videos. I think I have half the units done. It's not the same. Like in 4th edition, like the Tyranid Codex was out for a few years when I started playing with it, and like Codex overall. This Codex seems to leave a lot of people with like a sour taste in their mouth. They don't really. It's not the same. It doesn't really play Tyranid like as much. For talking about Tyranid videos, like I had a few guys, like I tried to start getting videos out, and it's just I don't know. I kind of have like lack of interest in the Codex. Like I keep taking breaks. Like I'll sit there and like I'll play them for a few weeks. That's kind of what I think I need in general, like a break from Tyranids. I pretty much stopped playing them in tournaments. Like I haven't been to a tournament, like a serious one, since summer. I just straight up just stopped going. Like I was supposed to go to like the Boys GT, Nova. I was supposed to go to the the St. Valentine's in February. I just sold the GT tickets, decided not to go, and because the Tyranids, I don't know. I just got burned out on them because they weren't what I liked in the last edition.
If there was an army, like if you had, a buttload of money, because of course it's going to take a whole lot of more money, to build another army, what would be your preferred army at this moment? I know that you love the Tyranids and that you're faithful to the Tyranids, but what would be your alternative army?
I have about half a demon army that's pretty much painted on my desk right here, but that's pretty much that's my next step really, is for like in Vegas I was gonna play Tyranids, decided against it. I'm just I don't like them at that point level, so I'm actually gonna go with demons. I don't really like vehicle armies. It's hard to explain. Like I just don't like vehicles in general. So I was sitting there thinking, like, alright, Tyranids, what's the next like non-vehicle army that I could do? And I was considering like platoon foot guard. And then I thought about actually converting and painting that many guys, and it kind of didn't work for me. So yeah, so I was like, I do this pretty cheap. I can have fun with it, and I can paint them well. For the most part, it's going to be just, I don't know. I'm probably already 40-50 hours into painting it, and I'm not even done like a quarter of it. But it's, I don't know, it's different, but it's really weird. It's kind of like a gambler's army. It's perfect for Vegas because it's a complete gamble. Like there would be games I'll just lose because I scattered it wrong or the wrong wave came in. But no, it's just I needed to change, and I didn't really want to play like Marine Army X or like this army too.
Now, this is a personal question because of course I have to ask. But what do you think of my Black Templar army?
The Black Templars are pretty cool. Actually, your Templars are ran in 3 different tournaments, actually, like 2 Rogue Traders and 1 GT I did play them in. Overall, I like the army. It did okay at GT. Actually, I won Best Painted once, and then one I actually got a really bad painting score. I'll tell you that in a second. It's pretty funny. But, the Templars are cool. It was weird how I played it. Like a lot of Templar players looked at me like, "What are you doing?" Because I took the vow for -1 initiative, +1 strength.
Yeah.
Mainly just on personal preference. There wasn't really a particular reason. And I don't know. They were cool. The one tournament I did painted, that was pretty cool. The guy was like really old school in painting. He really liked the sharp highlights. And the one tournament I got an 8 out of 20 for the paint score. The paint judge, I talked to him, and I'm like, man, why did he get such a low paint score? What's going on with this? And he's just like, well, that's like the old school style painting. That's like they always talk about like the red era, or like when everything had bright neon green goblin green bases. Like the Templars, the vehicles look cool, but the infantry and stuff, like the sharp, just thick, bleak highlights, or like the ultra kind of Tron look almost. those highlights were cool in like the 90s. And,
yeah, because they want more of the realistic. They want to see the battle damage and the
Yeah, and they were just like, well, yeah, it looks too cartoonish and stuff, and I was like, oh, well, it's I don't know, for Templars, I think that looks fine, but yeah, if I did that to an Ultramarine army and went like blue to white, it probably wouldn't look that good at all.
Actually, it wouldn't look good at all.
Yeah,
that would look really cartoonish. What do you think of the new additions that, plus your new additions on it, because you've seen the full pictures?
Pretty much dropped when I saw that Titan. I was like, oh my god, it's a Titan! That was the first response. And then just the conversion and all the little just personal touches that make it Black Templar is what makes it awesome. Because it's not just, oh look, he painted it black and like put a symbol on it. Now he did a bunch of just extra work on it. Also, what was it? I think Canvas painted you up the one Templar squad with the chaplain.
Yep,
am I right?
he did.
Yeah. They were actually probably painted better than mine. They're just a lot neater, and it seems like he took his time on them a lot more than I did. I was trying to just paint the army in mass. I didn't really sit down.
You know, it's funny because you say that, but I put them both together, and as you can see, I always mix them up. I don't keep them as a squad. I break them up, because of course, preference when you're on the battlefield, you're gonna have different units. You're gonna use a different unit for a certain task, but nobody notices. It's so meshed together so well that they just don't notice. It just shows a different soldier. That's right next to it.
I'm kind of surprised at that. No, actually, well, the one thing is with that Templar army is most of the Templars actually, like, I didn't actually get the like conversion Templar packs or like they sell a box that you can get all the little bits.
Yeah. The conversion.
Never actually got any of them because I won the battle company and then I had like that's where I got like the 2 rhinos and all the Marines, and then I was like, all right, so I'm looking at I want the 2. I'm sitting there like, well, I don't really have Templar bits and I don't want to spend the money, so I just built the Marines, whatever, and hey, I have a bunch of chainswords and bolt pistols. I still have on sprues like, I think 20 assault Marines that don't have arms because I used all the pistols and chainswords.
So Auxellion, about the bullying, Catafish brought that up, and I believe that's an issue that needs to be brought up. How does your feelings on that, or how you dealt with it, as you're moving up? You were a jock at one time, from what I understand, and you were pretty popular. But at the same time, as you're moving up, and people started finding out about, you play with these little toys, these little plastic things, and they start making fun of you. How do you deal with it, or what do you have to offer to the young bloods here that are, getting drilled, and being called a nerd?
Well, I wasn't. To start off, like, as you said, I wrestled during high school. I was like a pretty built kid. Like, I still go to the gym regularly and stuff. And, like, I'm starting to get into bodybuilding and stuff. I wasn't like really teased that much, but I keep two or three different like groups of friends that I hang out with. Like, I have the friends for like going out, partying, whatever else, and then I have the friends for like wargaming. The kids will meet on the weekends and be like, yo man, we're gonna play like some 40k. Like, I brought Carnifexes today. Like, it's what Warhammer is. It kind of does take down the social like stigma or whatever of just like when you're wargaming, you wargame with anyone. Like, I'll wargame with this guy, or with Paul, he does this for a living. Like, I'll wargame with this guy, he's in the military. I'll wargame with this kid, he's like 14, like he goes to middle school. Like, it combines them all, but still, like, in your life, like your parents, like the younger kids, their parents that are like, oh, yeah, like, you're spending so much money on this, what do you mean it's going to cost this much? Or like, you'll have like girlfriends or spouses or whatever else that they don't fully understand the hobby or whatever. I play with little plastic space bugs and stuff. I get made fun of by my friends a lot. It's just, I take it in good humor. It's just like the one kid John I hang out with, he comes in my room, dude, what are these little plastic things, dude? Are these like Gundam or something? It's like, nah, dude, that's a Trigon. It's like it's kind of like StarCraft on the tabletop. Like, you kind of generalize over it. And for women, the easiest way to break to them is, I paint stuff. It's kind of like a hobby thing. Just kind of flow with it. You try and pull for the artistic side. I've had, actually, my buddy Chris always tells me a funny story. He's just like, yeah, Steve, man, I had some girl coming up to my room and stuff, and then I walked in, and there was just, my Tyranid army was laid out on the table, and I was like, fuck, man, I didn't think of that. And then I blamed it on my brother, which is funny. The girl at the time didn't know his brother was actually, like, in his 20s, not, like, 15, which is what he kind of implied, but you get the general idea. Like, it's you take it in good humor. Like, yeah, like say like Jimmy over here is getting teased because he plays like Space Marines, and like they see him at the mall and they're like, oh man, dude, you play those faggot games or whatever else. Well, like, I don't know, like that other kid making fun of him probably sits there, goes home, and like I don't know, like sits on fantasy baseball for 30 hours a week, and we'll sit there and like look up stats for different players, and like everyone has their own little hobby or like nerd niche. You can talk to me for hours about fitness and like health forms and stuff, and I will just sit there and just like argue back and forth, almost like it's 40K or something. I'll just be, instead of like rules interpretations, it'll be like, oh yeah, why should I do this, or different types of like squat form and whatnot, and like fitness. I just go back and forth with those people about that. And it's the same thing, like we all have our little hobbies and our own little things, like what we like to do in our spare time. Like you're a firefighter, and also you're a night manager. It's like, yeah, so what do you do in your spare time, man? Well, I paint these figures. Oh, dude, you're into that nerd stuff? Well, yeah, I do this. Like, just understand this is what I do. If you're my buddy, or if like you're gonna hang out with me, if that's really gonna be a problem, you're not really some bro I'm gonna hang out with. Like, I do this in my spare time. Like, my friend Nick, he's he used to play like WoW all the time, and I used to play WoW, and it's like, yeah, we could play World of Warcraft for whatever time. Yeah, now he got back into it for a few months. I pretty much made fun of him, and he's like, you know what? Yeah, that's fine, but he's still gonna do it. It's not stopping him. Like, I don't say like, Nick, that shit's gay, cut it out. He doesn't really like, okay, Steve, well, I'm sorry, man. Like, I gotta not really. It's I'll tell him that exact line, and he'll be like, no, dude, fuck you. I'll keep playing World of Warcraft, whatever. Like, you gotta stand your ground. It's what you do. Like, I've had pretty much any relations I've had for the past like 3 years, or even like hanging out with girls, like, yeah, Warhammer will come up, and it'll just be like, wow, you're such a nerd, and be like, okay, what do you do in your spare time? You go shopping and you look up stuff. Like, you don't really do much. Like, I don't know, a lot of people in life aren't really interesting unless they have a hobby or something they do. So it's wargaming, it's what you do. I don't know.
My question, to get back right on it, is what advice would you give to kids that are actually getting beat up about it, being bullied because they are wargaming?
Hopefully they're not getting like physically beat up. I don't know. It's more like a confidence thing. Like, actually, like doing sports gave me confidence. Even playing 40K on like a tournament level, it gave me confidence. You just have to, like, what people say really doesn't matter. Like, I've had people say horrible things. I've said horrible things about other people. At the end of the day, you know what is what, and like you just kind of deal with it. Like, oh yeah, you like someone's making fun of you because you play Ultramarines or whatever else at like the store in the mall. It really doesn't matter. Like, yeah, you'll get bullied for it. High school is over very quickly. Do I talk to anyone from my high school? A handful of people out of 400 or 500 graduating class. Are my friends completely different? Yeah, pretty much. I really don't like socialize with the other people at all. It's friends change, whatever else, and you go through high school. High school really doesn't matter that much in the long run, just SATs and getting out and getting into a good college. So at the end of the day, it's not, when you're a kid, it just seems like a huge deal. It's like, oh, my hobby, my one thing I like to do, they're making fun of me for it. Make fun of them, like, oh yeah, you're a faggot, you play water polo. Like, you just gotta respond, and you gotta like stand up for yourself. Like, for me, like, you can ask Liam, or I've helped a bunch of kids on the internet, or people that like 40K, and it's just I'm just used to just having that response to always just be like, no, dude, what are you doing? Like, even like the little game painting video that just put up, I immediately put up a response video of like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Take your videos down. Like, you don't want to troll people in the community. That's not cool, man. It's just my immediate response to stand up or to say something to someone if they're wrong. And that's what the kids have to do. It's just that confidence or that just like instinct to pretty much know what you're doing. I don't really know how to explain it more than that.
This concludes our interview with Auxellion. And any last words, Auxellion?
That was a pretty random interview, but no, it's just yeah, Ren, you're a pretty cool guy, and thanks for doing this interview.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right.